Hello everyone, this is Cianex and welcome to another Longplay commentary. Just a few notes before we actually start out here. There is a link in the description to the video for this commentary. I do not own the footage, I did not make the footage, and I do not have permission to show the footage. However, you can open the link in another tab and watch the video while listening to the sound of my lovely voice. These commentaries are a way for me to express my opinions on different types of games, and while I may be talking about the game, not all material will have to do with the game. Sometimes I may talk about games I'm not knowledgeable about, with my intent being to learn more about them. Please keep this in mind when I talk about certain things during the commentary. I also am not exactly fluent in everything I talk about in general, so don't quote me on anything unless it's insanely smart, insanely stupid, or insanely funny. And with that, let's begin the commentary. Go ahead and pull up the video. I will count down from 3, and when you hear the word go, you start the video. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Kirby's Dream Land. We arrive on the Game Boy. Oh man. Kirby's awesome. just a thing I wanna preface with. I'm not the biggest fan of Kirby, but man, I love Kirby. Oh, extra game. Shoot. Okay. He's activated the code for the difficult mode. Okay. So this is a game that I never owned an original Game Boy, unfortunately, but I have played this game before. I eventually went back to playing went back to like a couple Game Boy games that were really good just so I could get a gander at them. Kirby's Dream Land was one of them. I'm horrible at platformers as a preface, but I know Kirby games in general are not supposed to be very difficult, but like this game, especially on this difficulty setting, the hard mode, like I got handed. Like I found it very difficult. Although part of it I feel like is because of how unorthodox of a game it is. Like, well, it's still very simple, but just the fact that it's a platformer where you can't jump on stuff to, oh geez, oh that's a new move that I don't recognize. Wow. I only played the first level of the extra game and then I realized that I sucked and I quit. But yeah, I know the extra mode for this game adds a bunch more enemies to the levels. Bosses get new moves and stuff, and it's kind of ridiculous. Oh geez. But yeah, just the fact that this game it's a platformer where you don't jump on things to kill them, like, makes it very different for me and not what I'm used to. Which, although I feel like part of it could also be that even though that this game may just be slightly more difficult than later Kirby games, because I have played Kirby before. I've played like the one on the Wii, I played most of the DS ones, I played one of the 3DS ones, Triple Deluxe, that's what it was. And I haven't played a lot of the older ones though. Like, I think the oldest one I have actually played is Kirby 64. I mean, I played like a little of Superstar Ultra, but only like the first 2 games. I don't own any Kirby games. All the Kirby games that are bought are my brother's, which, like, he's only like a year younger than me, but it's just like Kirby's more of his thing, I guess. I don't know. I hesitate to say that he likes it more than me because Kirby's cute and I don't like cute things, because I do like cute things. I remember when I was a little kid, when I would be like, I think it was probably just like, I want to be like a big scary man or whatever. Like I refused to think that things were cute, which is really sad because there's a lot of cute stuff out in the world, and failure to acknowledge cuteness is very sad. Also, I'm assuming this is probably going to be another no-hit run. Never mind. Answer that question. It's just the people who do long plays for these games are really good, and I've gotten so used to people just not being hit while playing the game at all. Was it, I think it was the, like Castlevania or something, where the guy went the entire game without being hit until the final boss or something. Or like Mario 1 and Mega Man, where they just didn't get hit at all, which is so just very impressive to me. There's not a single game alive that I'm that good at, except maybe Mario Kart, and that kinda doesn't count because most of that game is not skill-based. I thought that, alright, never mind. What the heck are you? Okay, so like I haven't seen this part of the extra mode from here on. So all the other changes that they've made, I'm not gonna. Good lord, there's so much crap on screen. Like, I think the biggest thing that I don't like about the extra mode for this game is that there's just so much stuff on screen. There are so many enemies. It's a little ridiculous. I also, okay, you know what? I think the main reason why now that I think about it, the main reason why I think this game is harder than other Kirby games is because you don't have power-ups in this game like you do in other Kirby games. Because power-ups help to make things a lot easier, but it also, like... I mean, this is definitely still unique, because a platformer character that can basically just fly indefinitely and eats enemies and barfs them back out to do damage. Like, that's definitely still unique, but the power-up system that Kirby ends up adapting in the sequel and uses for the rest of the games is way better in general. Oh, also, this dude gets faster, and he kicks a Gordo out now when he's done. Jeez. This dude has no chill. Good lord. This game gets, like, so much faster paced and ridiculous, I feel like, in the extra game. There's a lot that I really don't care for in this extra mode. Again, just too many things on screen. Everything moves really quickly. Everything's kind of just all over the place. Oh, what happened there? Also, that looked like it did more than 1 health of damage. It's terrifying. You don't take double damage. Yeah, no, because he got hit earlier and only took 1, so I'm confused about that. But still, bam! Good job, I'm proud of you. But yeah, I also, this game is very short. I know, because it's only it's only 5 levels, and the 5th level is basically just a boss rush. So, like, that's kind of crazy to think about, though, that this game is only 5 levels, but each level is, like, decently long. Like, this game is still basically just as long as Mega Man and Super Mario Bros. But Mega Man has, like, 12 levels, and Mario has... math. 8 times 4. Oh, good lord. I'm no longer in school, and I haven't done math in years. Why is this so difficult? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24... 32, Jesus Christ, 32 levels. Granted, a lot of Mario levels are really short, so, like, that's different. Like, the big thing with this is that the reason why it can have 5 levels is because each level is actually, like, decently long. I don't know, well, you had no hope there, I guess. This boss, I hate this boss. It grinds my gears a little bit. I do like this game. I do. I feel like I should say that. Like, I'm not great at this game at all, and there are it's mainly the extra game that I don't really care for. Like the regular game, like, I'm totally okay with, because everything they do in the regular game is, like, much better balanced. The extra game just seems really unnecessarily, like, tilted in certain directions, if that makes any sense at all. It loses the balance, essentially, I feel like, that the original, just the standard mode for the game has. Although, I guess the reason why the extra mode exists is so that, like, I know this game is supposed to be super accessible for kids, and Kirby was built specifically to look like a really cute character for kids to love. Like, look at this dance. Oh my god, I love that. I love the little balls. I like the simplistic dances that Kirby does in the older games better than in the newer games, where he just kind of, like, goes all over the place. But yeah, no, I know the big thing with this game is that it's supposed to be super accessible to kids, and that was why the game was created. Essentially to demonstrate that games aren't just for gamers or whatever, and that we can get young people in on these games and so on and so forth. But, was that just a alright. There's just a cannon hopping out of the water. Jeez, extra mode. Relax. But I guess the extra mode probably exists for gamers who want to play Kirby and find the standard mode too easy. Like, I guess that would make sense. That seems fair. Ah! Instant might kill. Also, I'm realizing this now, and I didn't really realize this before. All the Basically, all the enemies in this game are enemies that don't give Kirby power-ups in later games, for the most part. Like, most of the enemies they add in Kirby's Adventure, which is the game where he gets powers for the first time, they're all, for the most part, brand new enemies, with a couple exceptions, like the, hello? Oh, that's weird. Like the Waddle Doos, yeah, that's what they're called. The Waddle Doos that, hello? Oh, you know what? They're probably flashing at a weird frequency that the YouTube video can't pick up. That was odd. Huh. But yeah, so basically, they added all these new enemies in, which is actually super cool that they did that. Oh no, it's not that they're flashing at a weird frequency, it's that they literally turn invisible. That's super stupid. Wow, okay. Okay. That was definitely not there before. Oh look, a 1-up. Nice. Didn't they? Yeah, they actually like made icons for the 1-ups later, I think. That is so mean. Enemies that just turn invisible. Well, I guess they don't actually. Well, I thought they move. So, I was gonna say that no. Okay, in that case, I thought they were just standing still. And if that was the case, okay, that's annoying. But they stand still, so you always know where they are. But no, they move. So they move and they turn invisible, so you just don't see them coming, and that's really terrible. Okay. Huh. There are still a lot of enemies, though. Like, each level actually has its own, like, for the most... I mean, there's some enemies that are shared between levels, but each level, for the most part, has its own, like, variety of enemies, which is actually super cool. Alright, just screwing this. There's just so much stuff. And, okay, so this is cool, though. The I think it's just called the Super Spicy Curry, yeah, that is in this game only. Because I know, when they added power-ups in the other games, they removed some things from this game because they didn't need them anymore since they had power-ups now. And the curry was, one of them. I think there's yeah, what is it? The boss for this, Jesus, it's going nuts. The boss for this level, has you, like, gain super flight and super spit or whatever. Which they get rid of in later games. I love this. Yeah, and now we're in the clouds. Incredible. And I think that essentially is there just to serve as a segue to go to the boss. Yeah, this thing. The weird looking nut thing. And then, bam, like, you use this for this boss only. This weird... Jesus, and it goes all over the place. Oh my god. Like, again, this game gets so much harder on the extra mode. It's actually really, really different seeing the person playing this game not be, like, completely god tier this game. It is actually a nice change of pace to see what... I mean, he's still... I assume it's a he. Their name is Lemmy. To see he or she, they're still good at this game. But they're not, like untouchably god tier good at this game. So that's pretty relieving. Also, he just barely survived that. Jeez. That boss is pretty difficult. Honestly, in extra mode, I feel like every boss in this game is actually fairly difficult. Although, I think the hardest... I don't know. For me, the hardest boss on non-extra... Well, that wasn't D2D, who's the final boss. Would probably have been... what the heck are they called? I think it's like Lololo and La La La. Like, dead serious. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. From the second world. These things. I hate these things. Scarfies. It's so mean. It's strategic, but it's mean. They spend the entire game teaching you that you suck things up in order to kill them effectively. And Scarfies can't be sucked up, so when you try to suck them up, they turn into demon Scarfies, and they try to eat you. And it's really terrible. And then not only that, but then when you kill them, they explode, and they do damage to you if you're nearby. Also, the Parasols in extra mode chase after you. What? This is evil. Boomerang dudes, what? I don't remember them. Maybe they added them in this extra difficulty. That's weird. Yeah, it's boomerang dudes. Little, like, pelicans. What? Oh my god. So much stuff on screen. Don't eat the Scarfy, no. The Scarfies are gonna kill you. They're super cute, and then they turn super dangerous. It's all a ploy. What? What the heck was that? Oh, okay. Huh. Oh, he paused the game. That's weird. Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate this game for its uniqueness. I feel like the simple cartoony nature of this game works very well with the Game Boy. So even though the colors are super limited, like it's just black and white, even though everything's super limited, like it still has like a lot of charm to it. Like I love the cutesy visuals, and I love the enemy design for this game, honestly. Like how you can have such a variety of enemies with such a small color palette. What the heck? It's a secret. Oh wow. That's super cool. I never found this. It's like it's a secret shoot 'em up section. Is there a 1-up down there? Oh, classy. That's really neat. Oh, and then it's the boss. No, the mini boss. Okay. Like wow. All right. Oh, geez. Okay, this guy gets a lot harder. Oh my good gracious lordy. I am being like blown away by how difficult these bosses are on extra game. Holy cow. That's so stupid. I'm glad that I stopped trying to play any further after level 1, because I would have just been beating myself up. But I mean, I don't know, part of it is just I feel like Kirby should be easy, so I feel like if I'm not good at a Kirby game, then it's like, you must suck as a gamer. Oh, so if you stay in the secret area, then you get to do more stuff with this? I don't remember this. Actually, no, you know what? I think I do remember this. Never mind. Never mind, I do remember this. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay. Right. It's been a while. I think I played this actually like 2 months ago or something, but the first time I played it was 2 months ago, so I mean, I'm not going to remember everything. I also think it took me like 2 or 3 tries to beat it. I don't remember. Well, I think it wasn't that I couldn't beat it, it was that I didn't feel like going any further. I don't know. Or I'm lying and I don't remember. Also entirely possible. I do remember this. And those stars actually hurt you. Yep, I remember that. Still a little bit bitter about that. What a game. I have a lot of appreciation for this game, and I love it for how different it is, and for trying to be oh, you can enter the moon. Genius. What's down here? This must be like some sort of secret of some sort. Oh? 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 What is going on? I await the super neat secret that must be at the bottom. Okay. This is actually really cool. Wow. I guess you're just supposed to... what? It just takes you straight to Krakow. What? That makes no sense. Why do you keep pausing the game? That's so weird. What was the point? I guess that just lets you skip part of the level. Like, I see no other explanation for that. Okay, it seems like this boss might actually be exploitable. If you just hover in the corner, you can't get hit, but then you can't do anything. Like, you're not going to make it down in time to get the... oh, I mean, never mind. What do I know? Krakow's design is cool. They use him in a lot of games, but I actually am, like, a fan of how Krakow appears. For no real reason. I guess it's simplistic, but, like, it's still menacing. I feel like it's enough simplicity. It blends in with the simplicity of the rest of the game, but it's like a menacing kind of simplicity. I don't know. Just spikes help a lot, and eyes. I know that Kirby loves, well, Nintendo games in general love having things with giant eyes because they're very obvious weak spot markers. But I don't know. I'm a fan. I'm trying to think of okay, the audio is getting a little off. Like a lot off. Wow, okay. I wonder what that's about. I'm hearing things super early. This is weird. Okay. I hope that's just me and not, or I hope that's actually not just me. I hope that's just the video and not me, because that would be kind of bad. Bam. There you go. Good job. Kirby's a great game. I like basically every game that comes after this way more, though, because they take the concept from this game of swallowing things and like using them as projectiles and bringing it to a whole like completely different level, and it's super cool, and I love how they do it. So I can't wait to see like what else Kirby games are like in the future. Like I'm of course aware of this game, and I'm aware of a lot of the newer ones, and I've played a lot of the newer ones starting from the DS and onwards. But I think the first Kirby game I ever played was Nightmare in Dreamland for the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, that was a remake of Kirby's Adventure for the NES, and I remember loving that game. I also remember getting my behind handed to me by Dedede. Like, I didn't even know that there was a boss after Dedede in Kirby's Adventure until like several years later. It's like, wow, I've been missing out. Yeah, no, Kirby games are awesome, and the big thing for me is just the power-ups. I love the uniqueness of all the power-ups, and I love the enemy designs. I love the power-ups. I guess they're copy abilities, but still. It's such a super cool concept, and I mean, this game, again, is unique in itself, but it gets even better with every other Kirby game released after this point. So, like, I'm super excited to try out those other ones. But yeah, now this part I know is that you basically have to go through each of these little sections until you find another Kirby who's just kind of faffing around for some reason, and then you touch him to move on to the boss, and then you have to fight the boss again, which is really odd, and I'm not sure why that's the case. Like, what are these other Kirbys? It's some weird like time traveling Kirbys. I don't know. It's really odd to me. I mean, it's interesting, but very confusing. What? Did you get breathed on? Is that what happened? I'm guessing so. There you go. Try again, my friend. You got this. Those cake things are annoying. Also, I love how that oh well, no, never mind. I was confusing myself for a second. How? Okay, there's not too much left of this. I imagine that the fight with Dedede actually probably takes a bit of a while, because if he's more difficult, then he already has a lot of health. So what I thought was cool, and I'll get to touch on this again when we actually get to the boss fight, but what I actually like about I think this is more about how much I like King Dedede in Smash Bros, but I didn't exactly realize this until I watched this game. All of his moves from Smash Bros come, like, straight from this game. Like, I can see all of his, like, all the, well, I say all of his moves, it really isn't that many, but, like, I like the super, oh, that's really sad. The super Dedede jump, I, thought was a really weird move in Smash Bros, and I was like, is this just one of those things where they needed to invent a move so that he could have a recovery option? But no, it's straight up from this game, and he does that exact visual thing too, which is super cool. And then I imagine that, like, at some point in some other games, he probably tosses Gordos with his hammer, and the jet hammer is probably from something. Like, I'm pretty sure I remember seeing somewhere that his hammer isn't like a standard hammer, like it's got stuff to it. Like, I remember that from somewhere. That's really sad also. Dude keeps getting like stuck behind these guys, and that's really unfortunate. Um, Also, just this boss is like, it's super simple in execution, and yet it's really dangerous and like rather difficult. Like, again, I have a hard time with this boss, and it's a fairly difficult boss, but like all it is just two little dudes pushing blocks around in a really tight space, and that turns into a boss fight. Like it's really unique, and I like that. I also well, yeah, no, I remember that there are a lot of Kirby bosses that actually are really unique in execution. Like there's that painter dude, I believe, from Kirby's Adventure, and then they also did a painting sort of character in Kirby 64, except you actually like had him as a partner or something. I think I knew what his name was at one point, but it escapes me now. Not like it's that important, but still. Also, I love in this game when Kirby inflates, he gets like super huge. I think it's basically because they had no way of conveying that Kirby was fat without taking up like a small amount of space, so he gets like super gigantic. Like I think he literally doubles in size just so that they can show that he's fat. But then in later games, they can actually like make him look fat without taking up more space. But his hitbox doesn't change, actually. He just gets larger. Also, low blow here, where if you die to the boss, you have to redo the entire little section of the level in order to get back there. Granted, they're not exactly that long, but still. Just to emphasize more of that gauntlet sort of thing, I guess. He also has 0 lives. Not like that actually means anything, because basically if you have 0 lives, you just have to, well, you can restart and get lives back, but it takes you back to the beginning of the level instead of to the checkpoint. So, like in this case, it would actually be really annoying, because then you'd have to do all of Mount Dedede over again, which would be really aggravating. But I have faith. I have faith in the Lemmy. Booyah. My faith was put in the correct person. Now hopefully he can beat Dedede with 2 points of health. This'll be fun. I'm curious to see what they did to Dedede to make him harder. Oh, and then that's his dash attack in Smash Bros, and I love that. Little stumble. That's great. God, okay, so he moves a lot more, it seems. Yeah, he makes his rounds much faster. I remember when the for Smash 4 when they revealed that hello? There he goes. They revealed that boxing arena stage, and it was like Smash Bros themed. And I know there was a debate about like what if it's not actually Smash Bros themed, and what if they're like hiding it or something? Because I know a bunch of people were thinking it was a Punch-Out stage, and it ended up being a Punch-Out stage. But then also people were thinking that there would be like a third version that would be like King Dedede's little thing here, which would have been really neat actually, but because I can see them doing more with this. Why do you keep pausing? Like, I'm so confused about what you're trying to gain from pausing, but whatever. Maybe just time to react because of how fast everything is. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Dedede does go all over the place, but the super Dedede jump is, I guess, the time when you can get the ooh, that was close. Get your damage in the best. Only one left. Can you do it? Can you do it? It's down to the final wire, man. This is terrifying. Oh, man. And there he goes. Just gets blown out of the tower. Incredible. What's that? Yeah, I think the plot for this game is that like Dedede stole all the food or something, and so Kirby has to go to Mount Dedede to get all the food back. And then I love this. This is great. Oh, it's a big old cute fat Kirby balloon, and there's all the fruit. Yep, or all the food, I guess. Yeah, did I say? Well, I don't know. Oh God, the giant adorable Kirby balloon. I love it. Masahiro Sakurai, my man. Sakurai's great. Sunday Rain? I love the Mammy Preko. Are they anagrams? I think that's what it is. The anagrams that Japanese developers would use for games in the olden days when either there wasn't enough room or they just didn't want to go by their actual name. Special thanks to Bubby. Attaboy Bubby. And Cypher. Because I know that's like the entire intro for Metal Gear Solid is just anagrams for names of the people who are playing it. If that's what that word means, I'm not sure if I'm even doing that correct. Kirby's Dream Land, presented by HAL Laboratory and Nintendo. Booyah. And they established a legacy. Because I know, a lot went down from this game. Of course, it spawned a whole franchise. This game came out in '92, which was a year after the SNES came out, but then like 2 years later, they released the sequel, and it was for the NES. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Cute little Kirby holding up a bye-bye sign. Oh, I love that. And then there's like... Oh, and then there's a cast list. Gordo, Bront, Bert. They're called Bronto Berts later, I remember that. Poppy Brothers Jr., Grizzo. Hey, Grizzo. Twizzy and Grizzo, incredible. Poppy Brothers Sr. Oh, man. Those guys give bomb power-ups in later games, remember that. Look at all this crap on screen. Broom Hatter, Hurley, Booler, Two-Face, Mumbies, Flapper, and Glunk. Glunk. Yo. It is Lololo and La La La. Okay, I knew that all along. Look at me. Lololo would be the female, the male, of course. Kabu, Blipper, Squishy, Koner, Whizzer. I love these names. I love these enemies. What the heck are you, exactly? Yeah. Kabula, of course. What? Why Kabula? Like, okay. All these dudes. Sir Kibble, Dizzy, Kukler, Puffy, Scarfy. Oh god, Scarfy. Sir Kibble is great. They give Cutter stuff later. Yep, Kracko, the two different forms of Kracko. I think in later games they have Kracko just as a two-phase boss fight, and it starts in that first one and shifts to the other one. Tuki, Koozer, Blopper. I think these are like the extra game ones. Yeah, these are the enemies they added in, I think. Gasper, Chucky, Sculler, Mr. P. Umpkin. That's so great. Flotso Grumples. I love it. Look, okay, little boomerang dude. What are you? Boomer. Oh, I should have seen that coming. Benny? My dude Benny. That's incredible. And it's King Dedede. I love it. Ah, that's so great. I never knew most of those enemy names. That's awesome. This game is super cute. You're our hero. This is what he did on the title screen to play the, for the config mode and more fun. Oh, never mind. This is different. You beat the extra game, and then you can unlock the config mode. I don't even know what that is. Like, not an options menu. Is Kirby gonna wake Dedede up? Kirby's like, put up your dukes. No? Aww. Dedede's crying. Aww. Aww, that's so sad. They're super adorable. I love this game. So it's super cute. Oh, wow. Alright. So that's going to be it for Kirby's Dream Land. This is really fun. I do like Kirby games a lot. I'm looking forward to doing more in the future. They're super cute and they're super unique, and I love Nintendo. Oh, one thing that I remember real quick was the cover art for this game. Kirby's white and gray or whatever, because they wanted to make it seem like Kirby was like a ghost of some sort, I guess, like a little ghosty kind of character. But then they changed it for every other game to make him pink, because it was like, if he's pink, he'll be more appealing to girls and to kids. And so there they go. And I'm glad that they did that, because pink Kirby is awesome. Was it Miyamoto, I think? Yeah, who wanted to make him yellow or something, which, like, yellow's okay, but, like, yellow would have been too, like, stark, I think. That's probably the wrong word choice. I don't know. They made the right call, either way. But yeah, that's going to be it for Kirby's Dream Land. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to leave any comments on this game or what I've talked about or anything, please feel free to do so. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see more content, I'm going to be uploading long plays once a week every Sunday. So that's something to look forward to. But yeah, I will catch you guys back here for the next one. Take care.